Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at some newer Yu-Gi-Oh cards, specifically the new Metalfoes cards got announced. We got a new boss Pendulum Fusion for them. Plus we got some announcement of some reprints coming out, specifically highlighting Dark Ruler No More in the new Spirit Charmer deck that will be coming out. Plus some new cards coming out in Blazing Vortex. But let's go ahead and kick it off. What I think most of you guys want to go ahead and check out first, which is actually going to be the Metalfoes. So let's go ahead and check the new guys out over here. So the first one up is going to be the Metalfoes Melcaster. It's going to be a fire psychic pendulum effect. The pendulum scale is going to be 1, and it is going to have 2,000 attack and 2,500 defense points. And its pendulum effect is once per turn, you can target one other face-up card you control, destroy it. If you do, set one Metalfoes spell/trap directly from your deck. The monster effect is that you can only use this card's name's monster effect once per turn. The first part of it says if this card on the field is destroyed by battle by card effect, you get to add one face-up Metalfoes pendulum monster from your action deck to your hand, except for Metalfoes Melcaster, but you cannot activate a card with that name in your pendulum zone for the rest of the turn. The next card is going to be the Metalfoes Vanisher over here. So here is the artwork on this card. It's going to have a pendulum scale of 1. The attack is 2,900 and the defense is 1,900. Another fire psychic monster over here. And it is going to be level 9. The pendulum effect is you can only use this card's name's pendulum effect once per turn. It says, as a first effect, if a monster or monsters you control is destroyed by a card effect, you get to add one Metalfoes card from your graveyard to your hand, except for Metalfoes Vanisher. The monster effect is you can only use this card's name first and second effect monster effects once per turn each. The first of that one says that you can target 2 face-up cards you control, including a Metalfoes card, destroy them, and if you do, spell summon this card from your hand. The second part of it is if this card is spell summoned by a Metalfoes card effect, you get to target one monster your opponent controls or in their graveyard and vanish it. That's pretty cool. And then next up we have what I think is going to be pretty cool. Hopefully it'll be really good. This is a new Fusion Pendulum monster. It's the Metalfoes Azneyes, and anyways, it is a fire psychic fusion pendulum effect. Pendulum scale of 8, level 7, 2,500 attack and 2,000 defense points. Its pendulum effect is that you can only use this card's name's pendulum effect once per turn. The first effect is if a face-up Metalfoes card or card you control is destroyed by a card effect, you get to target one face-up card on the field and destroy it. The monster effect is one Metalfoes plus one fusion monster. It says you can only use this card's name first monster effect once per turn. The first effect is if this card is spell summoned from the action deck, you get to target one card your opponent controls, shuffle 2 face-up pendulum monsters from your action deck into the main deck, and if you do, destroy that target. The second effect is if this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can place this card in your pendulum zone. Okay, pretty cool stuff indeed. Next up, they have a new Link monster for them, which is the Heavy Metalfoes Gam, which is a fire psychic link effect. Link 2, 2,000 attack, the link zones being in the left and the right, and it requires 2 Metalfoes monsters. It says that you can only use this card's name's effect once per turn. The first effect says, if this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard by a card effect, you can activate one of these effects. Target one Metalfoes monster you control and equip this card to that target as an equip spell that gives it 1,000 attack. The second part of it says, target one Metalfoes card you control, destroy it, and if you use spell summon this card. Okay, so I think that's overall a pretty decent monster. You can go right into it and then still kind of continue off on your combo. Unfortunately, Electrum is one of the best cards for links, but that would actually make him super OP. Anyways, next up we have the Metalfoes Fusion, normal spell card that says you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. To fusion summon one Metalfoes fusion monster from your action deck using up to one monster from your hand, field, and or among face-up pendulum monsters in your action deck as fusion material. You know what, if this card was only a quick play, it would make the deck just a little bit better at the moment for the archetype. Going back to the previous ways that we would use the Metalfoes fusion, Metalfoes, if I could spell. The other card over here, Metalfoes Fusion, again, if this card was also a quick play, I think would make him so much better. Yes, you also have the full Metalfoes Fusion over here, but I just think that it would really make the archetype a little bit better if you can go ahead and use that as a quick play. Because considering their effects are to go ahead and like pop a card, it unfortunately doesn't like negate the effects, but who knows, Metalfoes have been kind of splashed in basically with some Metalfoes Fusion that people would throw in just for that ability to go ahead and recycle it and then draw the extra card. In fact, even the archetype like the gosh, it's been so long. The Sky Strikers, they can make great use out of it too. It's just another spell card. I don't know if people are going to be splashing in anything else with this archetype with some of these newer cards, but let me know, guys, if you guys have played Metalfoes, if this is going to make them a lot better. Obviously, it's just more support at the end of the day, but I don't know if it's going to take them up to that high tier competitiveness that I think some people would like to see. Next up, this is going to just be a quick little announcement. This is for the maximum gold over here. We already had the announcement of the reprint of the original like classic Blue Eyes art. We're also now getting confirmation that we will also get the Red Eyes Black Dragon in its original form. I hate how they put the sample over it. Like, we've already seen this artwork. Why do you gotta put sample over it? I mean, no. But nonetheless, that is also a newer announcement. There's actually something for any of you guys in the EU area, European area. I don't know if we might get some of these items to come out here in the more so NA area, but nonetheless, these are some of the examples of some of the merchandise over here. So there's a mug over here. This is just quick little Yu-Gi-Oh news. We got badge packs, we got keychains. It's a lot of stuff that like Japan usually gets that I wish we would really get over here, but the puzzle themed keychain is kind of cool. And then we get a Yugi and Dark Magician mug by the Abyss Corp over here. So again, kind of cool little products over there. These are just examples of some of the merchandise. And then on top of that, we still have more new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So this is going to be Fairy Archer Ingonar. Here is the artwork on this card, and it's actually going to be support for plants, surprisingly. So anyways, it's an Earth Plant effect, level 6, 2400 attack and 1200 defense points, and it says that you can only use this card's name first effect once per turn. The first part of it says, if this card is special summoned by a plant monster effect, you get to target one level 6 or higher plant monster from graveyard, special summon it in defense position. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except for plant monsters. The second part of it says it cannot attack during the turn it is special summoned, but that doesn't really matter too much because most of the time you're just going to go ahead and link off, but you are technically limited to plants at the end of the day over here. And then, yeah, there's the artwork on that. And then this is a bunch of the cards. This was announced in the like New York Comic Con over here for some of the reprints. So obviously a bunch of the different charmers. The most important card over here, Dark Ruler No More, getting a nice little reprint. There's also Dimensional Barrier, Solemn Warning. I think the most important thing is really Dark Ruler No More, and you get some cool tokens out of it. But the most important thing, and here are the tokens, because I know some of you guys are Yu-Gi-Oh collectors, and these are kind of cool things to have. Just again, things that, you know, Japan always gets. The Hippo Carnival tokens were really cool too that they got in one of the decks. But yeah, this is for the Spirit Charmer deck over here. And then lastly, the last point of news is also a Dark Magician reprint of the Dark Magic Ian artwork, if you guys know what I mean by that. But yeah, here's just a cool little artwork. Again, it's cool for some of us collectors to finally get our hands on like good conditions of like the original artwork for some of these Yu-Gi-Oh cards, as some of them are so old they're just in really bad condition. I mean, sometimes it doesn't matter though. Have you seen the bad condition DD as Blue Eyes? They're still so expensive, but nonetheless, I know for some cosplayers people like to have these as well, and I think these will actually look quite nice. But anyways, that guys is going to go ahead and round up today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, drop a like on it, and if you are new here, make sure you guys subscribe and turn that bell so you don't miss out on when we cover some gameplay of some of the newer stuff that was mentioned in the video. And thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.